Welcome to Master Mathematics in Minutes. Today's topic is about single inequalities on a number line. And we'll cover a couple examples on how to draw inequalities on a number line. And we will conclude the topic with a summary. And finally, be kind and subscribe for more videos. So, what are single inequalities on a number line? We can represent single inequalities on the number line. Consider this visually. We have a single inequality x less than c. We can draw a number line and label a point c, c being a constant. And because this inequality is strictly less than c, we'll have an unshaded circle. And because the inequality is less than c, we have an arrow pointing towards the left. And that is how we represent an inequality on a number line. Consider a second example, y less than or equals to c. So once again, we can plot a number line and label c being a constant. And because this inequality is less than or equals to, we have a shaded circle. So whenever you have an inequality with the less than or equal sign, that shaded region represents that equal sign. But if the inequality is strict, it will be an unshaded circle. So because this inequality is less than or equals to c, we have the arrow pointing towards the left. So consider a third example where p is greater than c. We can plot a number line with the constant c. And because this inequality is strict, we have an unshaded circle. And p being greater than c is where we have the arrow pointing towards the right. And the final example is where we have q being greater than or equals to c. So we have a number line with the constant c, and because there's an equal sign in the inequality, we will have a shaded circle. And q being greater than c is where the arrow is pointing towards the right. Let's take a look at a couple of examples now. In the first example, we're asked to represent the inequality on a number line, s less than 75. So we can draw a number line with the constant 75. And because this inequality is strictly less than 75, we have an unshaded circle. And s being less than 75 is where we have the arrow pointing towards the left. And that is how you represent s less than 75 on a number line. In the second example, we're asked to represent the inequality on a number line, h being greater than or equals to 107. We can label a number line with the constant 107. And because the inequality is greater than or equals to, we have a shaded circle. And because the inequality is greater than or equals to, that arrow points towards the right. And that is how we represent the inequality h being greater than or equals to 107. In the third example, we're asked to represent the inequality on a number line, a being greater than 9.81. We can label a number line as 9.81. And because the inequality is strictly greater than, we have an unshaded circle. And because the inequality is greater than, we have the arrow pointing towards the right. And that is how we represent the inequality a being greater than 9.81. In the fourth example, we're asked to represent the inequality on a number line, v being less than or equals to 1,500. We can label a number line with the constant 1,500. And because the inequality is less than or equals to, we have a shaded circle. And because the inequality is less than or equals to, the arrow points towards the left. And that is how we represent the inequality v being less than or equals to 1,500. To summarize, We can represent single inequalities on a number line. Consider the first example, x less than c. We can label a number line with the constant c. Because the inequality is strictly less than c, we have an unshaded circle. And less than c is where the arrow points towards the left. Secondly, with y being less than or equals to c, we can draw a number line with the constant c. And because this inequality is less than or equals to, we have a shaded circle. And the arrow points towards the left. Thirdly, with p being greater than c, we can label the number line as c. And because this inequality is greater than, we have an unshaded circle. And p being greater than is where the arrow points towards the right. And finally, with q being greater than or equals to c, we can label a number line with the constant c and a shaded circle because the inequality is greater than or equals to. And that explains why the arrow points to the right as well. Thank you very much for watching. This is Master Mathematics in Minutes.